United Stars of Andromeda, the Andromedan government was talking about a big problem, and that was that the North Pole was putting the Andromedan toy industry out of business. And they were looking into why this was happening, and they found out it was because the North Pole was using all those elves to work many hours, and they weren't even paying them to work. So, yeah, that was a big problem. And the Andromedan government started looking for answers for how to become competitive so that people would buy Andromedan toys too. And at first, they decided that they just needed to import workers that didn't require a high pay like the Andromedans did. But when they did that, the Andromedans started to get upset because they were saying that those imported workers were taking their jobs and making it so that the labor costs were being driven down and they could no longer have a living wage. And everyone in the Andromedan government pretty much ignored the Andromedan workers and said that they were whining and crying about nothing and that they should just be happy about having affordable toys. But then, when the Snow administration came around, they said that they were going to fix the problem by kicking out all of those imported workers. But the problem was that those toy industries didn't want to pay a higher wage that the Andromedans were requiring, and they got too used to paying that lower wage so that they could compete with the North Pole. So the Snow administration said that maybe they could bring back some of those imported workers, but only have them on a temporary basis so they wouldn't stay and take more Andromedan jobs. But all the Andromedan workers were looking at the Snow administration and kind of saying that, wait, I thought you were gonna bring back our jobs, but you just kicked people out and brought them right back to take those same jobs. And our wages still are extremely low and not enough to live on. But the Snow administration just ignored the Andromedans, and they said that they were gonna win this toy industry battle once and for all by getting their own icy mass, where they would have their own elves working for them to make toys.